Welcome in. I am the Crypto Bull God, and this is part 2 of CryptoAI set to rise. And the focus will be on Injective protocol, which has been on a tear. Why is $100 per token quite possible? If you appreciate the content, make sure to give a thumbs up, drop a comment, hit the bell icon for notifications to know when I go live. Subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube. You can even find me on Instagram. TradingView, one word, it's right here, Crypto Bull God. Just a quick disclosure that none of what I'm sharing is financial advice. I'm simply looking to educate and to help others on chart analysis. We're all big boys and big girls, at least I hope we are, so you can make your own personal financial decisions. I'm just here to help. With that being said, let's get into the charts. All right, the first chart we're going to take a look at is a 12-hour time frame. Now, the 12-hour time frame's really going to give you a level of appreciation for just how parabolic Injective protocol has been going. These upward linear lines here, okay, they're literally depicting to you visually just how parabolic, okay, Injective protocol has gotten. Now, what I want to share with you is that nobody knows, okay, just when this thing will begin to cool off, but it's going to cool off. Could we remain overextended and hit some of these higher red lines of resistance, upwards of $50 or $20? Absolutely. But as you'll see, based on some of the price indicators that we're going to take a look at and just how high price has risen, it's lending itself to a more probable situation where we're going to have a cool off sooner rather than later. Now, the first thing to point out here is we've hit a key area of resistance right around 10 bucks. I've rounded a lot of these figures to make it very simplistic, okay? We're not getting too cute on this channel and making this $9.75 or $10.13, 10 bucks. Interestingly enough, okay, we had some buyer exhaustion come in here, okay? We wicked up to $9.97, okay, right before $10, the psychological level. All right, and we haven't been able to clear $10. What you want to watch for on a 12-hour time frame here is you want to see if price holds up first along this parabolic region, and then if we can't hold there, do we hold this trend line? Do we start to hold this trend line? And we will look at areas of support, but as price begins to break down below these inclining, ascending areas of support, that's giving us a sense that the steam and momentum may be running out of price action here, okay? So where could we find possible areas of support? Well, like I typically do on this channel, I like to assess what has gone on to lead to the bullish momentum, and then where we might find problem spots where we might not get above, or at least have difficulties trying to get above, and then where areas of support might lend themselves to a potential buying opportunity. So the first thing you can see here that's clearly depicted is we were in a downtrend for a long period of time since the spring of 2021 with the rest of the majority of the market, okay? Red areas of descending resistance. Now, as I've typically pointed out in this channel, once we've cleared this descending resistance, what did we do? You can see that we back tested it as support. Very, very bullish and very, very common, okay? There's a whole cluster of now what was once resistance, it's now support. Okay, we sort of consolidated in this area. This is a 3-day chart. We've consolidated in this area for a decent amount of time, and now we had this huge move up, okay? We essentially went from $4 all the way up to 10, okay? So we've run into this area of resistance at $10. Now, I clearly have depicted here $20, $15, and $10, all right? Not surprising that we're hitting up against $10 as resistance. Where would I potentially look at as a buying opportunity for Injective protocol if it does pull back here? Which, again, I think the odds are in the favor of a pullback, and we'll get into the price indicators in a moment here. My sweet spot would be between $6.50 and as low as $4. Looks like $4 and what, 50 cents? $4.40. Okay, so anywhere between $6.50, $4.40. Now, you might say to me, hey, CBG, we're all the way up at almost, we're at $9 right now. There's no way we could pull back to $6.50 or as low as $4.40. If you're thinking that to yourself right now, you haven't been here for a while, okay? I said the same thing with Alchemy Pay, and we entered, anything can happen on this channel, and we entered the buy zone that I indicated if you go back to that video, okay? We just had to be patient. Now, am I definitively saying we're going to come down to this golden zone here? No. Maybe we come down as low as $7.60, which is another area of support right here. Maybe we only touch 650 or get very close to it. But for me, if I wanted to increase my position or establish a position, I would be patient and I would wait for 650 or 440. What you guys have to understand, okay, if you've been in this market long enough, or really even equities markets for that matter, you don't want to chase a trend. You have to respect the market and understand, hey, you know what? You know what happened here? I have to just, resign myself to the fact that I missed out on this huge move. I missed out on a move from $1.25 or $1.40 all the way up to 10 bucks. I missed this move. It's okay. The worst thing you can do is start to buy at the tippy top. Again, because could we start to run up? Could we start to run up towards $15 or $20 and not have that pullback? Sure. But the odds are in our favor that we're going to get some level of pullback. So we're trying to exercise logic and common sense and chart knowledge to come up with opportune areas to buy in if we do get that more probable scenario where we get a pullback. Now, why do I keep saying it's more probable that we're going to get a pullback, right? Look at the price indicators. This is on a weekly. This MACD is very healthy, but it's also very extended to the upside, okay? Very, very extended to the upside, but look at the RSI. Check out the RSI, all right? The RSI, I have this level at 81.77, okay? If we go back in time, you can see that the RSI peaked up here when we saw the highest prices that we ever saw up here towards $28, $27, $28. Our RSI was 82, okay? And we're over that level right now, all right? I don't need this price level at 82 to tell me that prices are overextended and really hot. An RSI reading of 82 on a weekly chart is telling you, wow, there's a lot of exuberance in this market. Things are overheated. Again, can things overextend and be overextended for maybe a couple more weeks? Maybe prices shoot up towards $15 or even $20. It's possible. It certainly is possible. I'm saying it's more likely, though, that we're going to have some sort, okay? Again, it's just some sort of healthy retracement. How low we go? Again, we're just using chart knowledge to discern what's most probable and where areas of support are lending themselves to a good buying opportunity. So again, my golden zone is right between $6.50 and $4.40, anywhere in that zone. Okay, now, you're asking yourself, okay, how did you come up with this $100 plus price target, right? Real simple. If you've been here for a while, you know one of the ways we try to ascertain future prices and project them out, one way we do it, is using something called a trend-based Fibonacci extension tool. That's all I've done. We had this huge move up, okay? You can see when we first came out, we had this huge move up from about 40-some cents all the way up to 28 bucks, right? If we use the trend-based Fib extension and come from the bottom to the top all the way to the bottom of our move, you can see a common extension, okay? Fib extension of 3.618 brings us up to roughly 100 bucks, right? Now, this is going to be your wave 3 movement, okay? These wave 3 movements can get very parabolic. Could we, and if you go back in history to some other altcoins, you can see their wave 3s in many cases extended far beyond a 3.618. But I think let me just say this. If we break all-time highs, because there's no guarantee of anything, if we break $28, I think the less likely scenario is we just hit 1.618 and 2.618, which is 44 to 77. There's a lot of exuberance, not just behind the project, but behind the crypto AI narrative. Okay, so if anything, I could see something around a 3.618 or higher, $100 or higher. Maybe it's 104. Maybe we go up to a 5.618 or a 6.618. But my bet on this, okay, just knowing charts and based on what I'm sharing with you, is on our next break of all-time highs, we're ultimately gonna top out before we see a larger correction in Injective protocol somewhere at $100 or more. So I think $100 is very, very possible. If you appreciated the content, make sure to share this video. Share it on Twitter. Share it with at least one person. And until next time, spread awareness, carry the education forward, everybody.
So what you gonna do, fiat dollar, on Crypto Bull Guy and his crypto maniacs and the entire cryptocurrency market run wild on you?